Hi guys, I hope you're all okay. So I'm here today to show you the new Miranda Light, but also the comparison to the original Miranda, who I also adore. As you can see, they are different colours, but they are both Mirandas, so I can really show you the difference between the two of them. So let's talk about the Light first. So the Light collection I absolutely adore. As you see, I always wear Julianne. I find it such an easy piece to wear. It's so light, it's so breathable. Now I've had her for probably, well, since the collection came out, so probably a good couple of months now. And as you know, in the UK, we have had horrendous heat waves. Not that I'm complaining, because I do like the sun. So I've managed to give her a massively good trial in the blazing heat to see what she actually is like under pressure, basically. And I, for one, feel the heat a lot, with or without hair. I'm quite a hot person, and if I get all hot and sweaty, it's like not the nicest of things. So to experience wearing her in actual heat was great. So as you can see, I have tied her up. I've just done a French plait and tied her up to the back, and I will do the same with the original, so you can just see the massive differences to how the cap's constructed and how the hair sits, having like this hairstyle, which I do a lot. Now, this is Miranda Light in Palm Springs Blonde. Now, her code is FS17/101S18, which you can see there. So the colour itself, I absolutely love. Palm Spring Blonde is one of my absolute favourites. The dimensions and the different shades of blonde in this hair, well, as you can see, it's absolutely beautiful. It's such a sort of bombshell blonde without being sort of that almost acid yellowy tone. It's so like neutral and white, and it's absolutely beautiful, especially with the darker roots. I think she looks so natural. Now with the Light collections, they do have an ear-to-ear lace front, which I will show you when I take her off. But as you can see, I do wear glasses, and it's really nice because my glasses do just shoot straight under the wig and sit on top of my ears really nicely, which with a lot of wigs, if you do wear glasses yourself, you do understand that sometimes when you put your glasses on, it's almost sat on a ridge, so you end up almost with a bit of a wonky glass situation on the go. Excuse me, I'm extremely hot today, I don't know why. See, I get hot very easily, and it's not that hot today. So having her, it does just sit so nicely, shoots straight under the wig, which I think is a really nice thought for people that do wear glasses. The front itself, as you can see, with the darker roots, they're not bleached, but they do look really nice. You can kind of see the odd hole, but it doesn't bother me at all whatsoever. And I think it looks really natural. I've had no one at all come up to me and say, oh, you know, that's a wig on your head. So I'm going to take her off to show you her properly. So let's turn her inside out so you can see the beautiful cap. Now, she is a fully hand-tied piece as well, which is really nice. Really comfortable on the head. And like I said, I have worn her in, I think the highest temperature, I was in London and it was just over 35 degrees and I wore her. I was hot, don't get me wrong, but I tied the back of her up in a little bun and just clipped her in, just so it was off my neck. And I actually felt okay. I didn't feel like I was, you know, that kind of suffocating feel when you've got a hair on your head and you're really hot. I didn't feel like that at all, really. She also has this really nice design where you have this silicone strip at the back of your head. Now, obviously, I do have a buzz cut, so it's not too bad in terms of movement. It does stick to me quite nicely. But if you were completely smooth, this silicone is a really nice gripper on the backs of your head. And they also have them on the ear tabs with a slight stay inside of them. These are also really handy if you wanted to put any sort of walker tape or sort of wig tape on top of those to keep it completely secure. Because it is really thin, you do find sometimes it will sort of lift a little bit, especially if you're sort of playing with your hair, or if you do sort of tie it back quite tightly. Obviously that side bit will lift ever so slightly. So just put a bit of tape on there or a bit of glue it down to the side of your head, and you won't have those problems at all. Now, to show you that really nice lace front, obviously the front of it is completely lace, and then it comes all the way around to the back of the ear tabs. So when you are doing the sort of clip that I've done to the side, you won't see where the sort of weft starts. It's completely seamless, and because she's a hand-tied cap, you won't get that anyway, which is really nice. She also has a large monofilament top, so you can change the parting however you like. So in terms of the colour and the measurements of the hair, so as you can see with Miranda, she has these beautiful face framing layers. They just cascade, they're absolutely beautiful. So the bangs themselves are 10.25 inches from the top. The crown is 12.5 inches. The nape is 12 inches from the back, and the sides are 10. So as you can see, there are some quite shorter layers put in there, but it gives that really beautiful body in terms of the style itself. I've pretty much worn her non-stop. As you can see, like when you plait it, especially with the colours, it looks so beautiful, and you've got so many different shades of blonde running through there. It just looks absolutely stunning. So I'll show you the original Miranda just so you get a feel of the difference. And you know, as much as the cut is exactly the same, the measurements are exactly the same, the way the wig sits and feels is very different. So I'll pop her on first, then I'll show you the cap. So you can kind of see straight away there is a lot more hair here and a lot more hair to manage. With the lighter collection, obviously the density of the hair is a lot thinner. So as you can see me just plopping around, not doing anything, there is a lot of hair there. Not that that isn't, you know, that isn't absolutely stunning, because it is. You can style her so beautifully, and they do look so nice, but there is a lot more hair here. You can see, you know, that it's a lot fuller. It's so beautiful though. I mean, in terms of the style, you can see, you know, those beautiful cascading waves they've put in, and it all flicks out. It's so beautiful. These both are synthetic styles, by the way, so she pretty much is how she comes. Obviously you can do, I haven't done this yet, but people do this with things, synthetic styles. If you wanted to sort of absolutely poker straight them, you can put a bit of steam on them just to get the fibres in a different position. But be really careful with this. The synthetic styles are supposed to just stay as they are. You're not supposed to change the style of the hair. But I do know people that have done it successfully, so you do your research before you do start trying to change them. Don't obviously put any heat directly onto these, because you will completely ruin them. Steaming them is the only, you know, softer way of doing it, but you've got to be so careful. They're not designed to do those sort of things, so don't do it without really looking into it. But in terms of the, you know, the hair itself, you can see, you know, she is a longer style. So nice. She does have a lace front. It is a slightly, well, it is extended lace front, so it comes to sort of just past the nape of my head, temples, not nape, temples, and then she does go into a normal felt sort of ear tab. So for example, with the style I did, so if I quickly just plait her, just so you can kind of see, I think I plaited the other side, didn't I? Just so you can kind of see the difference, because there is a lot more hair. It does get quite a bit bulky. So I'm literally just doing a quick French plait and pulling some hair inside. This colour, by the way, is 4/27/30, the original Miranda. A really beautiful brunette. I think it's such a nice brunette colour. It's got some lovely sort of tones in there, really warm, lovely for winter actually. So as you can see, obviously where the lace front is, it's absolutely not a problem. It looks lovely. The only time you've got to start really thinking about it is obviously when you get to sort of here, where the ear tab meets the lace, is when you'll start seeing where the wefting is. So it's not going to be as sort of slick as if you do it on the light hair. So I'm going to do this really quickly just so you can see the sort of bulk difference. Right. Just tie that back, got a clip somewhere or another. Now her cap is different as well. She is a wefted cap, not a hand tied. So I'll show you once it's out. But if I show you the difference with the two, put light on the head. That does sit a lot flatter, like there's not a lot of bulk in there at all, whereas with her, as much as it still looks really nice, it is a lot bulkier than this one is, purely because the density of the hair is different. There is less density in this one than there is this. And it does make a difference for styling and make it look a lot more realistic. So I'll show you inside this cap in comparison. So as you can see, you've got a nice extended lace front at the front. So it does just come past your temple. So I'd probably say with me, it comes to about here. So you can still get those nice, you can do those nice designs, pull the hair away from your face without worrying you'll see everything. It does, however, have a parting sort of lace front. So you can only sort of have it parted to one side. If you did move it across to here, obviously you would see, it's not too bad because it has got the layer on it, but really for that skin, flesh sort of appearance that you want to really keep it on the one side. And as I mentioned, she is a wefted cap, which is fine for me. I have a buzz cut, as you can see, and it does provide a bit more air to get to the head in comparison to the hand-tied caps. Even though the hand-tied caps are, I'd say, more comfortable, you can probably feel a bit hotter in them because there's not a lot of air that's sort of getting through. She does have the felt back and the Velcro adjusters, and then the felt ear tabs with the stay in them. So that's the original one. I have got a full review on her as it sits if you wanted to have a look. But I just wanted to show you the comparison to the two, because obviously the light one is more expensive than the original, but it is for good reason. So I've put the light one back on for you guys. I mean, I have not stopped wearing her. I think she's absolutely beautiful. And she comes in the full range of colours as they always do. I'll show you the back. Oh, she is tied back a bit. But you can see the colours, and she's such a pretty style. And when I've worn her out, I've worn her to a couple of festivals, and when I've been out sort of on holiday, and I've had so many compliments about my hair, and people are going, oh, your hair looks lovely, the colour's lovely. I even had someone take a photo of the colour, and I didn't say to her it's a wig, but I was like, yeah, sure, you can take a photo. Because the colour is so nice. I love this colour anyway, and you can see the way the layers sort of cascade around your face. It is so pretty. Especially if you do want to prop up, like I've put her up in half up and half down. She is, really easy to pop up in a sort of bun. If I just show you a quick, and this is what I did in London when it was absolutely, crazy hot. Just get a quick clip. I always use clips rather than bobbles because I think bobbles can make it look a bit less realistic, whereas with the clip, it just makes it a bit softer, my personal opinion. So as you can see, that looks really nice. It's out your face, it's off you sort of, where you're getting hot and bothered. It's really nice for sort of summer sun. I've also worn her when it wasn't as hot with a hat on as well, because she is that less density. You do have a lot more sort of wriggle space to put something on without feeling like you've got 10 million things on your head. So these are both Miranda and Miranda Light. This is in Palm Springs Blonde, and the darker colour, this shade, is 4/27/30. Any questions, you can get them all from Palooka Salon. Use code Emily20 for discount. Any questions, please feel free to ask me or Francesca at Palooka Salon. We'd be more than happy to help. Thank you guys, bye.